Hi, Becky.
Hi.
How are you, David?
Good.
Hey,
How are you?
Ruthie.
Hi,
Hi.
Ruthie. Hi, Norm.
I'm here, but having computer trouble, so I'll be with you in a minute.
That was me
Oh, you're a
yesterday.
disembodied voice.
And what a body.
I lost all my files yesterday. I was having a heart attack.
You lost what?
I lost all my files, all my Word files, everything.
How'd
Oh,
that
Only
happen?
no.
And I was going like, so I'm trying to figure out how I can do it by doing preview. And then I shut the computer off and then I went back to it. Everything rebooted.
Oh,
Oh,
But I was always, who can I see? Because I couldn't do my lesson when everything I ever wrote was there. I did, and it said I did not have Word. And I said, I know I have Word. Yes. Happy ending, at least for now.
Oh boy.
yeah.
Look gorgeous.
Hi, Teresa.
Ruthie,
I should really
Ruthie,
put a
you know,
mirror somewhere in my living quarters.
What's
Check
Stephen?
this out.
I was going to say you can every once in a while you can save a spot in your computer so that if something like that happened and you lost it, you can go back to a previous date before whatever might have happened that made you lose stuff and see it again.
How do you do
I
that,
thought that because
Steve?
I emptied all my downloads because I had downloads for the last 20 years. And I said, I don't need any of these. So I only kept the last year. And I figured I had downloaded, I had kind of erased everything, but I guess I didn't.
There's a
100 years ago, that used to be the restore command.
right. That's the word, restore. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word, Norm.
I was hoping everything was going to be in the cloud. But I mean, when I was going, I'm going, but it fixed itself, at least for
Hey
now.
everyone.
Hi, how are you?
Hi,
How are you
Natalie.
doing? Hi David. Everyone?
Natalie,
Yes.
do you mind asking Mike to give me a call later this afternoon?
Sure. He's not going to be here actually. He's at a doctor's appointment, but
Okay, when he comes back, I've got a task that he might be interested in doing.
oops. Uh-oh. I lost you.
I'm here.
Oh, she
I
really
can't
was.
see you.
It's you, not us.
Anybody? All of us or just Norm?
No, I lost the whole thing. I can't
you're still here with us.
We can see you and hear you, Natalie.
I can't see you. I'm going to try it again.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out and come back in.
Okay.
I'm
You know,
confused
many
why.
years ago, we were flying,
Here we
Steve and
are.
I were flying somewhere, I don't know what, and there was engine trouble. And we're waiting and we're waiting for about an hour. And then they came over the loudspeaker and say, okay, we're going to try one last thing. I Control-Alt-Delete and see if that starts the plane. That was a scary moment.
Yeah,
That must have been
So,
Southwest.
we were not-
They always do bits like that.
The way you made that sound is we were flying, like we were in the air when they
Oh,
had
no,
the
we were
problem.
waiting for the plane.
Right. It was,
I thought it was like, okay, boom, boom.
No, we
I wasn't
were
afraid when they did that.
we were waiting at the airport and they kept trying to do something and they kept saying, well, we're going to try Control-Alt-Delete and see if
That's
that helps.
funny.
Yeah.
Norm, does Mike have your number?
781
Yeah.
468
Okay.
8602.
Okay. Thank you.
you should have let Teresa have that number now, Norm. She's going to call you nonstop.
It's okay.
Popular guy.
Me.
I have it. I have it.
Becky, I have a staff meeting tonight to say how well the Y is doing. All
Oh,
staff.
nice.
I'll let
Okay.
you know. They said, Jesse seems to think we're doing fine. I don't know. I'll let you know what they tell us.
I think a lot of it has to do with what you expect and where are you in relation to those
I
expectations.
agree. I definitely agree. But I mean,
So, which is,
like the notice I found out this morning at 10, I have a meeting at 6 today.
oh,
So it shows something's going on.
Hi, Annie.
Hello.
I
Hi,
wrote,
Carol. Hi, Rona. Hi,
Hi,
Annie.
Hey,
Rona.
everybody. Hi.
Hello,
Everybody-
00246123123.
Who is
It's like
that?
for Les Mis.
Oh, that's
It's a
Carol.
very catchy name.
yeah, we're going to
Remember
take
that,
whatever
huh?
name
Bet on it.
first.
Add it all up. What is it?
Hey,
Oh.
that's a
Can I
trivia
rename you,
question.
Carol? Do you mind if I
Oh, wait a
rename you?
second. Wait a second. If you take
Say again?
Carol's number, add that to the number of stop signs, and
Yes.
go
That would
slow,
Yes,
That
you
sounds like
come up.
and then Steve and Becky can go on another Tour de France.
Yes.
Right.
Oh.
Or Tour de Central Mass.
I never knew that's what a rally was. I thought that was real fascinating.
We didn't either.
Yeah,
It's the first time we've ever done it
I thought a
either.
rally was the cars just going to a little parade.
Oh, no,
And-
and car clubs do these kinds of things, but this was fun.
Oh, it
Yes,
sounds
this
like
is
it.
the Hebrew reading class, and in case anybody was concerned, we're
Let's
hooked
try to
into
math.
the wrong meeting.
Let's stay on
This
point.
is not Ma
Right,
Nishma.
right.
I thought this was Ma Nishma.
Yeah.
Carol, do you mind if I rename you?
You want to rename me?
Yeah.
Yes, please do. Please do. I would
can you do
prefer
that?
that
Oh,
instead
I
of.
thought only the person that's on can do it. I mean, I know we had to change ours.
Oh, apparently.
Oh, very
Oh,
good,
we did
David.
it.
David has
David.
powers.
You like
I'm
that?
so excited. I'm so excited
David,
now.
can you change my name, Mike's name
What's
too, to
that?
Mike and Nat?
You don't want to call yourself, want us to call you Mike?
No, I want my name up there also.
Can
Oh,
you
yeah.
change Norm's name to the Burke? Can we do that? Can we-
All caps, please.
Bored. Like that?
No, Mike and.
But Mike's not here.
Where is Mike?
He,
Mike is not with us today.
no, he may be late, but he's not here
Oh,
yet.
he's, okay.
Okay.
But Natalie,
Everybody have a nice week.
Yes. Although the weather these last 2 days
In
has been
parentheses,
really
He's
odd.
not here. All right.
This weekend's
You know
gonna
you guys can do this yourselves. You just have to learn how.
What's easier?
Right, learning time.
But we're not, that's not what the class is about, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
All right. Like that? Like
that's
that?
good. I
Matt?
like it.
Okay. All right, folks.
Okay.
So let's finish chapter 8.
Perfect.
Chapter 8. Whew.
Yeah.
Chapter 8.
And you know, there are 10 chapters in this book. We're like getting down to the wire.
We are, I know.
Yes.
So, let's start with your questions about your homework, which was to go over the end of chapter 7 again and chapter 8 just through page 76.
Okay, then we don't, where's that question?
Right. We did it. We did it.
Okay.
So we have the
My
one question.
question wasn't whether or not you did it. It's about
I'm
if you
just
have
telling you.
any
I'm letting you know.
questions. All right,
No
Ruthie.
questions.
Carol and I had some questions.
And Norman and I did too.
All right, Ruthie.
Yes.
It's on page 20, I'm sorry, page 76.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, fourth one
Yeah.
from the right.
Which one?
Would that be a V or an U in the middle? Key,
Kiyum. Kiyum.
key. Yeah.
Kiyum.
You, so the V, it's not a V, it's just a consonant, it's just a vowel.
It's
Key,
not a V, it's just a vowel because the yud could function as a consonant there. The yud functions as a consonant.
you. Oh, your husband was right, Rona.
So that is actually a very good question because that is tricky because
It is.
we've said that the yud could be part of the vowel, and if there isn't a consonant, that needs to be V. But since the yud could sort of serve double duty
That
there
makes so much
as
sense.
both part of the vowel and as a consonant.
Okay.
Good.
We
I
know.
even understand it as well as just giving the answer, that was great.
So similarly, line P, the third and fourth ones,
Yeah.
Right.
the same thing as like, ayid, the yud is both the vowel and the ayik is both the vowel and.
Well, no, for that the yud is pretty much
Confident.
pretty much a consonant.
Ayik.
Although, like, I guess you're sort of right that like just having the yud as a consonant after the ah vowel sort of turns into I. Just like you can't really say ah and yud after it without it turning into I.
Ayik.
Is it
That-
ayik or ayik?
Where are we? I'm sorry.
I would say eek.
We're on line
Eek.
P,
I-E.
the third one in ayich.
What line? I'm sorry.
Line P,
Okay,
third one
okay.
in ayich.
I, in the, wait,
So
which
you
one?
pronounce that yud with the Y, it's not I-eek, it's
No,
I.
you pronounce the yud.
Eek.
Ayich. Yeah. So you have to make the y sound.
Ayik. Ayik.
Ayich. Ayich.
And the next one would be apaik.
Not eek. It's It's eek.
Ich. Apayich.
Apaik.
Eek.
Apayich.
So if
Oh, they
there's
have
no,
the ch there.
The ch. No, that's a challenging one for you. Yeah. Rona.
so if there's no vowel under the yud, we don't pronounce it. Is that correct?
Well,
Yeah, if there's no vowel, if it does, the yud doesn't have a vowel, then it's really a vowel of its own. That it's part of the previous vowel,
Okay.
Okay.
or it's just silent.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So ignore it, basically.
Right. So ignore it. Any other questions? Okay.
We have one. Wait, David,
Yes.
What do we have?
page
Teresa? Oh. Oh.
page 72, line I, the second
Line
word.
I?
There is no line I in
There is no
73.
line I.
Page
73.
72 at the
at the
top.
top.
Oh, on the
Oh,
top.
at the top. Okay, you're right. There is a line I.
Yeah. Which
The
one?
second word.
Which
The
one?
third.
the
Third one?
Second.
Second.
We'll do charades. Two. So I think that is adarai, because when you have that ah sound followed by the yud, it becomes an I sound. So
Correct.
could you confirm that?
That's correct. Adarai.
Good.
Teresa?
All right, am I on here? Okay. Page 83. Denise and I actually have this question. We were going through,
83? We didn't get to page 83.
oh, okay. Then maybe you'll answer it. That's probably why we got stuck.
You guys
Wow.
went ahead.
There was one word that we just cannot figure it out.
I have
Okay.
a question also.
Okay. So good for you for going ahead, but we'll come back to it, all right?
Sounds good.
Who said that, Natalie?
I did, yes. Also on page 72I, the last one.
72
Last.
I.
Acharai
Akar-
necha?
Wait,
Akara-
just Natalie. Let me hear it again, Natalie.
Achra necha?
Perfect. Achranecha.
Akranecha.
Achranecha. It's a double ch.
Which one? Which line was that?
Line I at the top of page 72.
Last word.
Achranecha.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All right, let's move forward then. Turn to page 77.
Okay.
So the material on page 77 is very important, and it has to do with an exception. Well, first let's talk about what's at the very top of the page and the little grid at the top of the page. Two more vowels that make the sound O.
Oh.
The first one is really the same vowel that we have learned as ah, the one that looks sort of like a little T. But you see, it says that or something that looks sort of like a disconnected T with a longer vertical. That's not a real vowel. That's a modern invention for our convenience that some Sidurim use, because the vowel that looks like the little T, 95% of the time it's ah, and 5% of the time it's o. And the grammar for knowing when it's o is very complex, and it's not worth our diving into at this point.
For
I know,
this.
with pieces of sand.
Good.
So most modern Sidurim use some sort of thing like the disconnected T. Our Sidur uses something different. I'm going to hold up our Sidur. I don't know if you've got this at home.
I do.
So the way it's done in our Siddur, let me find one. Hello. All right. So this is I don't know if you can see like the very first word of the last line next to my
Yes, I can
finger.
see it.
Can you see the
Oma.
see it looks like a it's a vertical line under the kaf.
Get it?
So you got a vertical line with a dot under it.
doing Hebrew now.
I'm not gonna try.
Okay.
Not visible. Vertical line with a dot under it.
I'm not gonna try.
It's hard to say whether
I'm
it's
not
that
gonna try.
or,
Like, it's not worth the effort. I can't see it.
So that's a vertical line with a dot under it. That's serving the same purpose as the disconnected T in Aleph Isn't Tough. That's how this Siddur does the same thing. That's O. Like it's really the little T is what the vowel is, but it's just making a version of it to let you know that in this case it's O. The good news is that in the Torah it's in a bunch of different words. In the Siddur, it's usually for the word kol, which means all. You can see it's in the middle of that paragraph under it. You have that word kol.
Yeah, I see. Cool.
And then
It's all
then we have all different variations of the word kol, which is a very common word. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, for us and for all kol Israel. And so that word all comes up a lot in a bunch of different variations. And we have a bunch of the variations in Aleph Isn't Tough, sort of in the middle of the page.
Yeah.
So let's take turns reading one of those. Will you go first, Steve, with one?
Where's number one?
The first,
It's not numbered. It's just the first word.
That's what it's called.
Oh, where it says coal?
That's right.
Yeah.
What's the second one, Becky?
V'chol.
Vichol, correct. Third one, Teresa? Teresa, I think you're muted. You need to unmute yourself.
Buckhole?
So
Buckhole.
the problem is the k.
Oh,
There's
Okay.
no dot in there. So
So
it's
that is, okay. So that would be, oh, okay. So that would be Buckhole.
You're there.
Buckhole?
Bechol.
Buckhole.
Good. That was right. Good. All right. Next one, Carol.
Uvkol.
Uvchol or uvechol.
Yes, I can do it.
Good. Next one, Annie.
Lechol.
Perfect. Good. Next one, Denise.
Bechol.
All right, that's not a bet at the beginning. Look again.
Oh, I'm sorry. How about Kechol?
Kechol. Right. Kechol. Good. Norm, the next one, last one of that first line.
Mikol.
Mikol, correct. All right. Rona, second line, first one.
Uchol.
So
Uchol.
good. The only little correction I have for you is that when you have the two vowels in a row and a shva under the first one, you have to pronounce the shva. So you have to pronounce that vowel.
Uchol.
Ucha. Uchachol.
Ukakol.
Uchachol. This is a very tricky one.
Yeah.
Sorry, you got the most tricky one there, Rona. It's far harder than all of the other ones. Uchachol. Remember we had that rule when you have the same letter twice in a row and you have the shva under the first one, you have to pronounce the shva. Look what a cute cat Annie has.
Mine is here.
That's Evie. That's our new cat.
Without the tail.
No tail, no problem.
I know.
She
So,
still
David,
wags the stump though.
So David, I am thoroughly confused.
By that
With
word
the-
uchachol?
No, with the vowel, the O sound, with the vowel that's supposed to be ah. Like, how do you know when it's like that?
So here's how we're going to do it.
Okay.
Like if we were in a advanced level Hebrew grammar class, we might have a
Yeah.
different lesson on this. But what
Okay.
we're going to do, and what most people who are reading Hebrew, like at the level that we're doing, what they do is when it's the word kol, it's o.
Okay. Gotcha.
Otherwise, it's ah.
Could you repeat
Okay.
that? Say that one more time. When it's the word coal.
When it's the word kol, it's o. Otherwise, it's ah. Unless you have like the disconnected T, that's telling, or something like that, then it's o.
So I see that now in every one of these words, it's coal in
It's
it.
kol.
So I get it now. Okay.
It's all the word kol with
Okay.
different prefixes attached to it.
Understood.
That's all we've got here. These are all the same word with different prefixes.
Gotcha.
So what, Rona?
I just have a question on that because there's one Shiva, but the second chet, no, is that a chet? No, it's a
It's a
kaf.
it's a kaf.
Kaf. The second kaf is a line with a dot under. Is that considered a shva also?
No. So here's the rule. The general rule is when you have one shva in the middle of the word, it's silent, right? The exception to that rule, which I'm looking for the page, maybe somebody can help me find it.
Like
But we did
44, I
have this
think.
rule that when
2,
42?
52,
32.
32. On page 32, you see we have this rule. Thank you, Annie. When we have two of the same letter in a row, and we have a shva under the first
Yeah.
one,
Okay.
then it's an exception. Then you pronounce it.
Okay. Okay.
Good
Thank
job.
Two shvas
Oh, wait,
together.
You see
wait, I
that's at
just
the
want to answer
top of
something
page
else.
32?
Yeah.
Let me see 32. This paper says something else, I think. I don't know. 32.
A way to think of it is that it's like the purpose of the exception is so that in pronouncing the word you know that you have two of the letter, not one.
I'm confused, I can't do it.
Okay, I think I have it. Thank you.
Okay.
Ruth,
Good.
did you have it?
I'm so
What?
confused. I'm just gonna let it go. It's not worth it.
I know.
I thought I had it, now I've lost it all, so. Because I thought it was so.
It's complicated.
We could pursue it, Ruthie. This is
I'll
tricky.
come back some other time. It's like, my brain is right too muddled.
All right, so let's clear it. So Ruthie, read the second word on the second line of all the coals.
Wait, where are we? What page?
We're right in the middle of page 77.
77, what's that? Page 77.
So
In the
Rhoda
middle.
just read uchechol, the first word on the second line of all the coals.
She read she read ul. Oh, she read, the first one has two kakas, or am I in the wrong place?
Uchechol
You're right.
is the
Oh,
first
okay,
one.
so the next one is kol.
Ulchol. Ulchol.
Kol.
I would say cow.
No, it's cold because it's
No.
the lamed and the ka is always
So
cold.
what we're learning here is
Right?
Yeah.
that the one word
The O.
that we always know whenever we see any variation of the word coal, the vowel is O.
Yeah, it's a sight word basically. Sight's symbol.
Right. All right. Third word on that line, Natalie.
Umikol.
Umikol, excellent. Fourth word on that line, Denise.
Sorry.
Shechol.
Sure.
Shut myself.
Shekel.
Shekol, excellent. All right, last word on that line. Has everybody gone once with this? Last one, Steve. You're muted, Steve.
Yep, I'm unmuted now. Shebachol.
Shebachol. Good. Shebachol. So you might notice that on some of these we're like that word is usually pronounced Shebachol, and you might be wondering, but David, you told me this rule that if you have one shva in the middle, Norm is nodding. If you have one shva in the middle of the word, it's silent. So don't feel that you have to remember this exception to that. The exception is sometimes when it would be the first, when it's part of a prefix, basically. When it's part of a prefix, sometimes it is pronounced.
Becky wants to do the first word in the next line because she said it looks very easy.
Okay.
Before you get there,
yes, Norm?
Dave, back to that word. Is that the word from the Haggadah? Shebachol Halelo?
Correct.
So I would know that you say it, but by this cheat sheet I got, you wouldn't pronounce the bet, but that's okay.
Thank you for your patience. Forbearance. It's hard to know how complex to get with these rules, with that.
Yeah.
You know?
You're not muted.
All right. So we have another set of two lines that Becky is really eager to get to. And this one has the disconnected T form of that T, vowel. And whenever we see that disconnected T, what sound does it make altogether?
Oh.
Oh. Excellent. All right, Becky, go ahead. I won't stop you.
God. Uv, sha, chet, v'cha.
That was excellent.
Uv, v'cha.
Right.
Excellent.
Very good.
Uv,
Say it 5 times fast.
I don't think so.
No, that was just right. Uv shoch becha. Does anybody know what prayer that's in?
Oof, shock before now.
Uv, tumecho, v'cha.
Uvkameno. Yeah. It's is it in the Kaddish?
No, it's in Ve'ahavta.
Oh, yeah.
You say that again.
Oh, yeah.
That was Hiawatha, honey.
Right. All right.
Could you say that word again?
No.
Uv shoch becha.
Show.
After the SH sound?
Uv shoch becha.
Oh, okay, shoch.
Uv shoch becha.
Okay.
Shock before.
Thank you.
Show.
Okay. I think it's just for the sake of my not having to like scream to be heard, I'm going to ask people to mute themselves because it's very hard to resist sounding out the words out loud. So just have your unmute button handy for when you want to speak, and when you don't want us to hear you, keep muted. All right. Second word, Teresa.
The second word, Bach, no, Boch,
Be.
Ho. Wait, those are two coughs together, right?
Yeah, two different letters that both make the ch sound is correct.
Okay. So, Boch.
Teresa, you have to say it again. The sound didn't come through.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Sound it
Yeah,
out
this
in your
is-
head first.
Okay. Bahoch. No.
That is right so far.
Oh, it is. Okay. Bahoch ma.
Perfect. Perfect. Excellent work, Teresa. These are not easy words.
Yeah.
Very good work. All right. Next one, Carol. You have to unmute yourself, Carol.
Is that all right? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Takone, no. Takone, no?
Tichonenu. That's correct. I know that you're, you know that it's ch and you just have trouble saying it. Tichonenu. Good. All right. Next one, Denise.
Let's see. Ode. Oh. Ode Shaka?
Perfect. Code shecha. You might think, well, you know that you have two in a row of the shvas. The first one under the dalet, silent, code. Second one under the shin, said, code shecha. Great work, Denise. Next one, Rona.
Okay, it's code show. Code show.
Code show.
Code show.
Perfect.
Code.
That's right. Code show. Good work. Good work. All right. Next one, Norm.
I'm sorry, I'm lost. I don't, tell me where we are or go to the next one and I'll find us.
We're on page 77.
Bottom line.
We're on, you see that in the bottom half of the page, there are two lines of words.
Yes.
Right, there's two words on the second line. We're
Yes.
on the first word of the second line, the one that starts with the Aleph.
Ochlam.
Good job. Good. All right. Last one of this, Ruthie.
Code. Venu.
Excellent. Vechot venu.
Good.
Vechot venu. Good. So all of that was really about the top one in the grid. Now let's talk about the bottom one, the second line in the grid. So then we have the vowel, that looks like the little T, with the shva next to it. These are called compound vowels when it's with the shva there. So the T vowel with the shva. All of the other ones we've said really basically make no difference in the sound. You read it as though there's no shva. Not this one. This one is different. The T vowel without the two dots, unless it's the word kol, is usually, I'm hedging my bets here, is usually a. When it has the dots, it's always o. It's always o. So
That's a T. There's not the space with the space.
So when you got the two dots, they don't make the space.
Mhm.
It's just a regular T. Just like it appears there. It's the regular vowel with the two dots next to it. And it's an O, as in flow.
David, did they put this in chapter 8 just when we were thinking that we were very good at what we were doing? To just really mess with our minds? Is that what this is?
I think
Try.
he's right.
You don't have it.
I don't know Linda Motzkin or Hara Pearson, so I can't speak for them, but maybe. So it's yeah. You don't want
Norm, no one else is having problems but you. We got it down. We know exactly when to use and you're the only one because you went away for a minute.
Bing, bang. I know now also.
Bing bang, la la la, bing bang. Yeah. So you could read more about it in that paragraph that says the combination vowel. But now I need some hardy souls to read one of the words in the line at the very bottom of the page, because some of these have both warning. Some of them have both of these strange O vowels, and some of them have only one. All right, so I need some brave souls. How about Annie? First one.
Okay. Oh, ho, bum.
Bravo, my love. All right. Next one. How about Natalie? You have to unmute yourself, Natalie.
Oh, hole.
Perfect. Good job, Natalie. Mike,
But
do you have
is
any
that-
idea? What?
Should that be ahole because it's not coal? It's not the word coal. So the first sound, shouldn't it be ah?
No, see the disconnected T?
Yeah.
What I told you about that it's only happens on coal is when it's not the disconnected T. When it doesn't tell you otherwise. This is an example when it's telling you that that vowel is O in this case.
Okay.
Does that make sense to anyone? So let me reiterate that. Say that again. So when you are told that the T vowel is an O by disconnecting the T or turning the bottom into a disconnected dot, those are all signals telling you that the vowel is O in that case. That's the Siddur doing you a favor, guiding you to pronounce the word correctly by using that disconnected T or the dot plus the horizontal. If the Siddur is not doing that, and you see that it is a variation of the word coal, that is one word that you know is always going to be O.
Okay, thank you.
Mike, do you have any idea what's going on here?
I'm sort of a little bit, but I'll figure it out.
Okay. I'm going to spare you from reading a word out loud in this right now.
Okay.
Unless you really want to.
Well, let's try the next word.
Okay, go ahead.
Vitso Heram. No. Vitso.
So, Mike, before you do it, look at the top of the page.
Yeah.
So, you're right. The disconnected T is O, and the compound vowel of the T vowel plus the shva, like under the hay there, is also O.
Okay. Vitso Horaim.
Perfect. Vitso Horayim. Vitso Horayim. That means and afternoon. Okay. Who else would like to do one of these? How about Denise?
How about OVO?
The fourth one? The fourth one, Denise?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
OVO?
All right, so the second letter is not a bet, it's a nun.
Oh, Onio.
All right, and what's the vowel? What's the vowel for the yud?
Ah. Oh, oh, okay. Onia.
Oniya. Oniya. So that one was tricky because it was ah, I suppose, right? Because it wasn't telling you, there was no indication that it's not ah. Okay, last one in the line, Carol.
Ani.
So the compound vowel, the ah, t, plus the,
Oh, wait, no, I didn't see that.
it's o.
Honestly, I didn't even see that, the two dots before it, though. So
That's what
Oni,
they all say, Carol.
Oni, right?
Oni is correct.
I should have had my glasses on.
I totally sympathize. I need to take my glasses off sometimes to see them. Sometimes I need to put them on.
I don't even wear them. I'm just kidding, but maybe I should wear them. Okay, Oni. Okay, turn the page.
Dare I ask, are there any questions about this page? Norm.
No, it's just complicated.
The next to last word that we just went over, is there some significance to that dot in the yud?
Oh, and the Oni.
Oh, the dot in the middle, I mean.
What do you mean by significance? You mean like,
Does it change anything? Okay, that dot is connected to the yud.
That's
It's not the O vowel on the hey. So does the yud with a dot different than a yud without a dot?
Let me give you 2 or 3 different answers. The first answer is that unless you want to nerd out on this with me for a moment, ignore what I'm about to say and pronounce it exactly the same. It's no different.
Good. That's good.
If you do want to nerd out with me for a moment, pay attention and don't space out. Dots in vowels serve several different reasons, and this kind of dot appears in yuds and some other vowels as intensifiers.
That's too complicated.
The original pronunciation of the word would be like a more pronounced Y, and so it would originally perhaps have been written with 2 yuds, and then it was sort of like folded into one that was more intense. So maybe like if you really wanted to nerd out in your pronunciation, instead of Oniya, it would be Oniya.
Oni.
But very few people actually pronounce that way.
What does that mean in English, Oniya? Is that a word or just an exercise?
I think it's a word. It's slipping my mind, but I'm going to look it up. Like I'm forgetting. Like you see how that word and the word after are very similar, except one has
yes
an ayin and one has an aleph.
Right.
I believe it's the one with the ayin that means poverty, and I forget what it means with the aleph.
Extreme.
Then again, it might be confusing those two. So let me just check to make sure, because this does happen. I've got my handy Hebrew English dictionary. Okay. So Oni. Oh, Oniya means a ship or a vessel.
Oniya.
Oniya with the aleph. With the ayin, I'm pretty sure I'm right that it has to do with poverty. But let me check it.
David, I looked on Google Translate and I said Oniya and it came up ship, but it's spelled differently. And I can't input the Hebrew letters because I don't have a Hebrew.
How is it spelled?
keyboard.
Is that Denise?
It's no, it's Becky.
Oh.
Aleph.
None.
Aleph with the vav with an O, and then a nun, 2 yods, and a hey.
Yeah. So that, you know what that is? That's modern Hebrew taking this word and making it so that modern Hebrew speakers who don't really understand this kind of vowel, so they don't use vowels. So they use the vav so that they know that it's pronounced O.
Okay, yeah, that makes, okay.
That's what that is. You thought language was simple, huh?
Not this one.
I'll tell you, this is
Well, I think
a
it
lot simpler than
probably
English.
means ship, which for me would be probably a rowboat, but for Steve, it would probably be a yacht, because that would be the emphasis, a big
That's what we
ship.
want.
There you go. Yeah, so Oni is a pauper or an indigent. A poor person.
I can spell yacht in Hebrew
How do you do that?
with a
Yud
yud and the vowel and the tuh.
and the tough.
Pet.
Perfect.
Yacht. Yacht.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, turn the page to 78. I invite you to read this on your own. And 79, I invite you to read it on your own. Find so this root, kuf, dalet, shin is one of the most common ones in the Siddur and the Torah because it means holy. And those books deal with holiness a lot. So all the variations of holiness
Dusha.
are kedusha,
Yeah.
kadosh, kiddush, all have to do with holiness. I invite you to read the details on your own. I want to go now to the bottom of page 81. Go to the bottom of page 81. I'm going to put you in breakout groups. I want you to start at exercise 4. I want you to read exercises 4, 5, and 6, just as far as you get, of course. All right, see how far you get, starting with exercise 4. Let's go.
Please repeat that, David.
4, 5, and 6.
4, 5, and 6 on starting at the bottom of page 81.
Okay.
Oh.
Join.
Key.
It's not keto?
It's key. Where are we? I'm on the next one. I haven't got there yet. Which one are we at?
P,
We're on different ones because I'm on the next to last. You're on the third to the last.
go
Which are
ahead.
we
Yeah.
doing?
I don't know
The
what the
third to
third,
the last.
what is it? I'm gonna
What?
search that. I don't know what it is.
The third
P,
to the last.
yeah.
You don't think it's PR?
I think it is, but there's like a
We need
vowel.
help. We got it. The third to the next third to the last.
Can I help, guys?
Oh my gosh, these little dots and dashes, yes.
Is that PR?
The third to the last?
Uh-huh.
PR.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
good.
Okay.
It's easier than you thought.
So
What?
that, it looks like a
Easier than you
little,
thought.
it looks like
I
a
don't
line
have confidence.
though. It looks like a line with a dot, does it?
No, well, the next one's PR. Right, correct?
Kiar, yes.
And then Bayad.
No, that's not a Dalit.
Yeah. Oh, it isn't BR then. It's
BR.
round. So it's BR. Okay. Next row.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, hoke. No, toke. Toke. Hoke. Hoke, no, the second one is hoke and the third one is hoke.
Good.
Yeah.
And boke,
Good.
hoke,
hmm
I'll say it again. The first sound. It's like a cough drop.
oh, coke, coke.
hmm
Yeah.
You're right, coke,
You were right too. Go ahead.
coke,
hmm
voke.
Good job, Rona.
I'm just, there's little dots and dashes and everything. You're
This
gonna
is
all
better
of a
than
sudden-
glasses, I'll tell you.
get that next time.
It's a good
Yeah.
idea.
You.
No, there's a dot in the pay.
You. Oh, so it's the dot and the pay makes it a flag. No, the dot makes it a polka dot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
The polka dot. Oh,
Like my grown up way, polka dot a flag.
that's-
I'm sorry. You. So it's Yoop.
Yeah,
No, that doesn't sound
that's
right.
right.
Yoop.
Yoop.
Voop. Then it's Voop.
Voop. Yeah.
And then it's Noop.
hmm
And it's Hoop.
Yep.
And it's Poov.
Yep.
And it's Poop.
Mhm.
No,
No.
no. Pook. It's Pook.
Pooch.
Yeah, Pook.
Pook.
And it's Poon.
hmm
And it's Pooya. No, Poop. Poots.
Poots. Correct.
No, it's Puh.
No, that's a final tzadi.
Oh, I'm talking about the first letter. You're talking about the last letter. Sorry.
Oh. Okay.
That's right.
But that was right. It's a
Okay.
polka dot. All right, I'm going to another room. Good work, guys.
All right, thank you for your help. You were there right when we needed you.
Carol, how did you wind up all alone? I can't hear you. You have to unmute.
You didn't put me with anybody, so I was doing it by myself.
Oh, my goodness, I'm so sorry.
Oh, please, David. My skin is not that thin. Not whatsoever.
With me a little
I
bit.
was- Huh?
Want to read with me a little bit?
You want me to? I do find this a little confusing. Okay, so you want to do A? You want me to
Sure.
do A, I mean?
Yes.
Okay. Peeve,
Good.
peen,
Good.
peek,
Peach.
pee,
Yeah.
piyad,
Yep.
P-R,
Yep.
P, I'm gonna say PR,
That's the
P.
third to last one. Yeah.
B, oh, wait a minute. Oh, then a key, right, and then keyar, and
That's
then
right.
B-yom, B-or, no, BR.
BR. Good job, Carol.
Okay.
Yes.
Want me to do B?
Sure.
Okay. Toke, hoke, boke, coke, I'm confused now with this now. I'm going to say Coke, but I don't think it is.
Coke.
Is it Coke? Okay.
Coke.
Okay, and then Vogue.
Good.
Okay. Want to do the bottom line or?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Yope.
That's not O. The 3 dots.
Yo.
Is oo.
It's oh, it's wait a minute. Ooh.
It's oo.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now that's hard to get out of my mouth. Yoop.
That's it.
Yoop. Okay. And then this would be so this is the little thing is I think it's a Vogue.
Voop.
Luke, Hook, Cove.
Wait, where are you?
The fifth one.
Do the third one.
Noop,
Good. 4th one.
Coop,
Good. 5th one.
Poov,
Good. 6th.
Pook,
Pooch.
Poon, and Poos.
Poots.
Poots. Okay.
Good.
Thank you. I enjoyed being with you.
We're not finished yet. I hope you're enjoying it.
You know what? I am. And this time, I don't have to tell you, you have to go to services. You have to continue to utilize it. Because if you don't utilize it, you're going to forget it, which I did the first time.
Yeah. Well, that's true of anything.
Yeah, it is. It's true of anything. But especially this, let's say, because this is so concentrated, that you would only do this, of course, if you're at services.
Unless you like to just sit around practicing reading Hebrew.
Well, right. That has not been my thing to do.
It doesn't have much meaning on its own unless you learn more of the language.
Right. And you've been to Israel, haven't you?
Yes, I was in Israel for 3 years.
Oh, for 3 years you lived there.
Well, I was studying there for 3 years.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Graduate school.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I'm hoping someday if I live long enough to go, depending on how our world goes and so on.
Yeah, I know. The travel now is like, who knows when we'll be able to travel normally.
Exactly.
I know some people, some friends of Annie's from her other temple.
Yeah.
They just went to Israel for a whole year.
For a year?
Yeah.
Well, their finances must be very good, I can say.
Or like they could work remotely or something.
Oh, really? Okay.
And so, they just rented out their house here and rented a house in Israel for a year.
Wow. I mean, I think it's terribly exciting if you have if you can do something like that. Right. That's not in my ballpark. I'm sure it's not in your ballpark.
Yeah.
But
well, they have relatives there and they know.
Yeah.
It's different to do that if you don't know anyone.
Right. Actually, I had dinner the other day with Jack and Megan and Matthew, and Megan surprised me. She said about going to Israel, because of the kids that they can go, the heritage and so on. Perfect. And I was surprised that she would even think of it because I didn't connect her with thinking about going to Israel. So I was very surprised. I thought that would be wonderful thing.
There are kids that don't really like temple or Hebrew school much.
Yeah.
But their Jewish identity is still important. And there are also kids that are interested in Israel, even if they don't like religion.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I think it would be fascinating.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking this morning that you guys were in Amsterdam a while ago, and we were there. And I have my jersey. Can you see my jersey? Can you see that? Anyway, it's Vienna, from Vienna.
Oh, it's from Vienna. Oh, very nice.
So I bought that. And of course, now I wouldn't even think about going on a trip like we did before.
Yeah.
Life has changed.
Like, going overnight someplace feels incredibly dangerous.
I know.
Let alone
it does.
an airplane in an airport.
Right. Exactly. First of all, I don't even go inside to a restaurant. We go out, we eat outdoors.
Yeah.
So we're fortunate that
I've only done that once.
Oh, no, we've done that. I've done that a few times.
Restaurant once.
Yeah. But outside.
Wait, 2 unassigned participants?
I don't know.
Oh, how did this happen?
You mean it's just you and I now?
Yeah, but Denise is not with you. I mean, Denise is not in a room either.
Oh, I don't know.
Let me try moving her.
Okay, I'm fine.
I don't know how this went haywire today for some reason.
But I have the best person to be with, so I'm not complaining.
Hi, Carol.
Hi,
Oh,
Denise. I'm so
hi.
sorry. I don't know how this happened. I thought I put you guys together and somehow both of you were
Oh.
not
You
in a
did.
room.
It was me. My computer is having problems today.
Oh,
So
I'm
you,
here finally.
oh, so you were, we were supposed to be together, you're saying, right?
Yes.
I'll tell you what.
Oh,
I'll give you guys 2 minutes to read a little bit together, and then we'll
Okay.
be back at 2:15. All right?
okay, that's fine.
Sorry about that. It was definitely my computer.
It's your fault, I mean, okay, it doesn't
It is.
matter. Yeah.
I got, okay.
And I think the yud is there for no reason other than what, oh, there's David.
I,
I did it. It's my fault.
so we're on line H on page 82,
Yeah?
The third
the
word.
third word. Meek.
Correct.
Okay.
So the yud is just part of that vowel. The
That's
E.
what we thought.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the next one is also meets.
Yeah, it meets. Yeah.
Meets.
That's it.
All right, so before I read we've been going 1, 2, 3, but David, we have 3 circled words on this page that we would like to ask you about.
Okay.
The first was in letter C, the first word.
What's the question?
How do you pronounce it? Is it Po Ali?
That's right. Po Ali.
Okay, we were a little confused with that vowel for some reason.
The
All right.
vowel?
Yeah, because of with the Shiva and the we were
So
getting over-owed.
So the vowel, that's just the horizontal line without the T, compounded with the shva, is always a. Never
Okay.
any question about it.
All right, fourth word, line D. Is it keek rota or kika rota?
Rotai at the end.
Excuse me, rota. Thank
So
you.
that's the
Right.
bigger issue. At the end, it's I.
Right.
How do you say the first 2 letters? That's what we're really questioning.
So the question is whether the shva is silent or pronounced.
Correct. Exactly.
I'm not sure, to tell you the truth.
Well, I feel better. We all feel better then.
I think it's silent. You know, it's possible to justify pronouncing it because the first letter, the key, is a prefix.
Okay.
How would you say it pronounced? Like, I can't say it.
Kikarotai.
Kiku.
Kikarotai.
Okay. Kika.
But I'm pretty sure that's kikrotai.
Yeah.
Kikrotai.
And then the last word in row F. So there's 2 shvas next to each other with 2 different letters. Is it dak, dekan?
That's right.
Oh, okay. So the 3 of us agreed on that, and we were right.
You were right. You were right.
All right.
Good
These were hard sentences, by the way.
Yeah.
It was
tricky. It's tricky. All right, I'm going to leave the room and bring everyone back now.
Okay.
Yeah.
2, 5, 6. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm seeing blurry. Hello.
Hello.
That was a challenge.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. A challenge.
I was seeing
Did
blurry.
everyone get
Yeah, that's
all that?
tiring. I'm ready for a nap.
Wow.
Yeah, it is getting challenging, right?
That's
So
okay.
This one is, this is,
It was
the- yeah,
me challenge, right?
you guys are all doing beautifully. You're doing great. Keep up the great
gotta
work.
practice.
A and F, if nothing else.
So guys, reminder, we have class next week, and then we're going on a 2-week break
We'll need it.
Right.
so that I could
Good.
survive.
Happy New Year.
Right.
Nothing new. You're gonna work harder.
We'll resume in October.
Pardon me?
Oh, we do have class next week.
Okay.
Homework?
So homework,
I would say-
review all of chapter 8.
8, exactly.
You know, and review especially page 77,
Why not? 77. Okay.
right? And practice reading aloud, preferably with a partner. The same thing that I gave you today, pages 81 through 84.
Oh my gosh.
You don't have to do it
Again,
all.
Lorna.
You don't have to do it all. Start, with
It's just
you know,
a little-
pages 81 and 82, and then go on. The rest of it, pages 83 and 84, are all excerpts from prayers. So some of that you might find is familiar,
With no.
or maybe not. Rona?
Is there any way to differentiate when it's the line with the dot? I mean, it's so hard to see them. If it's a line, or if it's an R, or if there's a line with a little dot, it's hard to tell if the line is with a dot or just a straight line, like a little T.
Yeah.
You mean
Get a
as far,
magnifying glass.
I use this. My glasses aren't enough.
Rona, I'm assuming when you're saying it's hard to distinguish, are
Differentiate
you talking about your vision?
The vowels. I'm saying the vowels. Yeah.
I know you're talking about seeing it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I'm
Making the
experiencing that too. You
Okay,
just have to look. Sometimes I need to wear my glasses. Sometimes I need to take them off.
This book,
it is what it is.
There's no clue.
What is it, Annie?
book should come with a magnifying glass.
It should. You're right. I have one. I keep mine in there.
It's funny. Like when I teach this to
It's no problem.
sixth graders, that never comes up.
I can't imagine why.
I never thought of that. That's probably very true. That's funny.
All right, folks.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Oh, I think we're all right.
Thank you for
Just
your
get
help,
as far
David.
as
Thank you.
can.
Thank you, David.
You're
Thank
very
you.
welcome.
Have a good week, everybody.
Thank you. Have a
Bye.
good week, everyone.
Bye. Good day.
Week.
Bye. I have to go rest my eyes now.
Gotta rest my brain.
Away.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.